Hey guys, and welcome back to the JTO channel. And this is your player ratings video of Chelsea 1, Newcastle 0. As Kai Havertz scores a clutch goal in the last minute of the game. So yeah, this is your player ratings. Comment down below after this video what your player ratings would be for the manager and all the players and the substitutes as well. And yeah, let's get into it right away. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. So yeah, let's go. Starting off with Thomas Tuchel. Like I said, originally I wasn't happy with the lineup, but I could understand why. Thiago Silva got a rest. I wanted Cover to play, but obviously, he probably got a rest. For probably midweek. Because Tuchel's probably thinking about midweek, and that's why he probably played some of the players he played today, like maybe Hakim Ziyech and Timo Verno. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe he's saving a Pulisic for a Lille. Maybe he wants Thiago Silva to play against Lille, or Kovacic to play against Lille. So he's just managing minutes while Alonso to come back against Lille. Probably the same with Azpilicueta as well. So maybe just giving some of these guys extra rest, extra time to recover. Reece James as well could be back for that game. So I can understand the team. The subs were probably the right ones to do. Lukaku, Kovacic and Pulisic, good subs. We needed the goal. And I thought, two of them at least contributed. Pulisic didn't have enough time to do anything. But yeah, I'll give Thomas Tuchel an 8 for today. Simple. Moving now to the goalkeeper, Edouard Mendy. Edouard Mendy was interesting today. Made a good save for the first half. Obviously, one of Newcastle's many set pieces that they had in the game today. It went in. Obviously, it was headed out. Almiron with a really sweet volley. First time volley. Struck it really well. Mendy with a great save. So yeah, fair play to him. In terms of on the ball, at times was good on the ball, and then at times was playing some hospital passes to like a Jorginho, a Kante, to our centre backs as well. But I thought overall, good on the ball, commanded his area. Considering they had a lot of set pieces, he commanded his goal very, very well and showed his leadership skills down there. Because as a goalkeeper, in those moments, you have to show your leadership skills, especially when, somebody's trying to penetrate your box constantly with set pieces and crosses into the box. So, yeah, overall, I'll give Mendy a 7.5 for today. Move on now to the back four, starting off with Malang Sarr as the left back. Malang Sarr today, he's a centre back, so he barely got forward. But defensively today, I thought decent, okay, pretty solid, I'd say overall. I wouldn't say, I think it was Almiron who was down that side, caused too much trouble for him. Or even their right wing back man Keo. So yeah, fair play to Sai in terms of that. On the ball, it was a much better display today. Normally I criticize him for, his build-up play. But I thought today overall it was pretty solid. He made the right decisions, was in the right positions when defensively, found the right passes as well. So it was just a solid display for Malang Sarr. He did nothing bad, but he did nothing special either. So yeah, he gets a 7. Antonio Rudiger, I mean, this guy. 8.5 for today. I thought today he was unbelievable. Unbelievable today. Forget even just defensively, like just the guy's craziness. The guy's ambition when he's on the pitch, the guy's passion, the guy's leadership, just everything about him is just like, I love him, man. I love him. And, I couldn't have said this many more times. I'm just so happy that I was one of the few that backed him when he just wasn't, doing well, and pretty much 90% of this fan base wanted him out. And I just always saw something in him. And it made me think, I'm going to back you all the way, man. And I hope he really signs a new contract because, I will be upset. I'll be really, really angry if he doesn't sign it, considering, he is one of my favorite players in the team. But yeah, today, unbelievable. Like, there was a clip where Newcastle played an overhit pass, yeah? And Chris Wood is running a certain way, or one of their players is running a certain way, and he takes the piss and mimics the run and exaggerates it by like 10 times further with his dangling legs just moving up and down. I was like, this guy, man, he's crazy. On the ball, really good today. He was one of the only players trying to find, Timo Verno and Havertz, who were in between the lines, passing through the middle, driving with the ball, playing 1-2s, getting forward as well, trying to help and get a goal as well. And defensively, yeah, had Chris Wood on lock today. Barely even saw Chris Wood today. Him and Christensen were unbelievable. So yeah, he gets an 8.5. Christensen gets an 8 as well. Really good performance as well from him. Got on the ball, kept it moving, kept it simple, as well as, quieting Chris Wood as well. Defensively, really, really good. Newcastle barely had a sniff at our back two today. So I thought those two great performances from both of them today. It's just Rudiger's craziness is why I'm giving him that extra bit. And Christensen, look, he has a totally different personality, but that's all well and good, you know. So yeah, considering he's going to Barcelona, I just want him to put up, you know, those types of performances week in, week out, at least till the end of the season, you know. So yeah, he gets an 8 for today. Good performance from him. Trevor Chalobah as a right back. Gets a 6 today. I thought Trevor defensively was overall good. Not again caused too much trouble by Murphy, although there was one moment that I do have to talk about. The penalty incident. It should have been a penalty. Anyone who says it isn't, you're just being biased. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. If one of the Newcastle players or if any other team does that to one of our players, we would be fuming at the referee. The referee was terrible today for both teams. It was mainly bad for us because I think he gave more fouls for Newcastle, you know. But the referee was terrible today. Any bit of contact, he would just, you know, give a foul. Ref, blow the whistle, blow the whistle. But then fouls that really should have been given, he didn't give. Do you know what I mean? And this is just one of the examples. Like, it's clear that Murphy has Trevor Chalobah in his pocket at that moment there, yeah? He goes in and then he goes out and then he comes back in. He drives with the ball. Trevor Chalobah, you know, he's looking confused. He's looking like he's struggling. He holds onto his shirt for a significant amount of time, man. And we're lucky that that wasn't given as a penalty because for me, in my opinion, that's a penalty. He holds onto his shirt and then he goes in for the tackle, makes contact with Murphy and gets nowhere near the ball. That is a penalty, okay? And going forward as well, he did go forward at times and was poor, but he's a centre-back. I don't expect him to be good going forward. So I'm going to give him a 6 for today. So yeah. We move on now to the double pivot. Kante and Jorginho. Again, I'm going to talk about them together. Much improved performance from the both of them, considering the last couple of games where I've criticised them both. For me, out of these two, I can't pick man of the match. I just cannot pick a man of the match. So yeah, I'm going to both give them a 9 because for me, they were our two best players just for different reasons completely. They both played their roles to the fullest today, Starting off with Kante. You know Kante's best when he uses his energy, when he's all over the field, you know, when he's left, right, you know, when he's defending, when he's attacking. You know, when he's winning the ball back, tackles, interceptions, you know, then getting the ball, driving past players that they're not even there, bro. You know, and then finding that pass to try and end up with us creating a chance. So him during the build-up, absolutely fantastic. Him opening space off for us to have transitions and have, you know, good attacks going forward. Unbelievable performance from Kante. Unbelievable. Brilliant, fantastic. But Jorginho, I don't know. I'm leaning more towards Jorginho giving him man of the match because for me, it's the assist that probably edges it for me slightly. But I'm going to give Jorginho a 9 as well because even him today, every time he got the ball, he always looked to pass forward. Was always ambitious, always very progressive and very creative with his passing as well. Considering Newcastle in the first half, in particular, were pressing very high. And at times it worked for them. He was just one of the players that kept things calm down. You know, he had Bruno Guimaraes, you know, on him. A couple more Newcastle players just on him, and he kept it ticking, kept it moving, showing his press position, showing his composure, his calmness, moving the ball about, using his left foot, using his right foot, you know, just helping up with wherever the centre-backs are, he's there. If Rudiger's on that side of the field, he's there to help him out. The same with Christensen on that side too. Absolutely unbelievable from Jorginho, and, you know, his best traits were used today, and that pass is the type of pass I want to see from him every single week, bro, because he has that in his flipping locker. He has that in his locker, okay? And he can do that every single week because sometimes he doesn't and sometimes he does, yeah? So today, unbelievable performance from Jorginho, and the assist was a joke. The weight of pass on that, joke. So yeah, he gets a 9 for today. I'll let you guys pick who was the better player because for me, those two were the best players on the field for us today. They absolutely ran the show, ran the midfield. They were the reason why we could get the ball, you know, to the forward players as much as we did today. So yeah, fair play to both of them. Move on now to Mason Mount as well. Mason Mount, it was an average game from Mason Mount. I'll give him a 5. You know, it's one of those games where there's not I'll give him a 6, actually. I'm not going to be too harsh on him. I like the fact that he dropped deep, played the box-to-box role, was trying to link up with Timo Verno well. He was trying to do a couple 1-2s. He was trying to find passes, sometimes overhit, sometimes underhit. And then at times he sort of disappeared in the game and didn't get involved as much in the second half as he did in the first half. And eventually went off. So for me, it was a very average game from Mason Mount. There's nothing really special he did. But at times he overhit or underhit a pass. Sometimes, he just ruin our attacks and our flow of the game, although there were other players who did just as bad as that. So yeah, I'm just going to give Mount a 6 for today. And move on now to the front three, starting with Hakim Ziyech on the right. Look, with Ziyech, considering it was his first game back, I saw he tried. It's just the quality didn't end up showing for it. But I saw effort. I did see him try. It's the same with Mason Mount. I saw him try, but the lack of quality just didn't, the lack of quality just wasn't there today from him. It's the same with Ziyech. He tried, but I didn't see that quality that I normally do see from him. Now, look, it's his first game back since the injury, okay? So he needs time to build up momentum. I don't know if he'll play on Wednesday or not, but he just needs time to build momentum, get back to the form that he was on before. He had so many underhit crosses. His crosses in general were poor. He didn't really take on his players. He couldn't really link up with Chalobah because he's a centre back. So like, if you expect him to bomb forward and then for them to have a relationship, not really. I'd rather Reece James and him just try and do something. When Reece James comes back, hopefully if we do play a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, whatever, hopefully those two, right back, right wing, can link up well and make Ziyech play better. Because I do think the reason why Ziyech and Werner were poor in terms of lack of quality, especially I would say on Ziyech's part, I feel more sorry for him, is because they didn't have the fullbacks to really overlap and give them space, if you know what I mean. So yeah, overall, I'm going to give Ziyech a 6 as well. Timo Verno, on the other hand, though, Timo Verno today wasn't picking up the positions Ziyech was on a consistent basis. This is why I'm going to be harsh on Timo Verno. Timo Verno at times went up front with Kai Havertz to make it a 4-4-2, and Mount would drift off to the left. Do you know what I mean? Just to help out there. So for me, Timo Verno was receiving the ball in the striker's position and from the left as well. He'd be on the left, he'd try make runs, but then today, I'm sorry. There was one moment, that really annoyed me with Timo Verno, We're playing out from the back. Mendy got the ball. He gave it to Christensen and Rudiger. We're playing it out. Malang Sarr gives it to Mason Mount, I think it was. And then he gives it back to one of our centre-backs. And then Newcastle are pressing us high. So I'm thinking to myself, we're going to lose the ball. And then Jorginho, he moves the ball. We move the ball around. The build-up was nice. And boom, opened Newcastle up. And we had the opportunity to go forward. Jorginho gives the ball to Timo Werner, and the first thing he does is loses it. He loses it. The guy makes a run in behind, lack of quality. He moves, but then he doesn't make use of that movement that he makes. Frustrating game from him today, man. I mean, he lost the ball, as many times as I could count. He didn't really link up with anyone that well, maybe only Mason Mount. The one time the guy actually wanted to do something useful, he was offside. And then when he's onside, he just does nothing with it. It's just frustrating, man. And I'm sick of fans singing his name at every single game. They're always singing his name. And I understand you have to support your players. I get that. But I'm sorry, I've never seen this much support for a player as bad as him. Yeah, there are better players in the squad and they don't get that much support. But because Timo Werner is nice, because what? He's got a cute little face, or because he speaks very well, or because he's very, very funny with a fun personality, oh yeah, that just warrants us to support him religiously. Come on. When it's time to criticize, it's time to criticize. And I'm sorry, I've had enough, man, of the guy just messing up our attacks and him just technically being horrible, bro. And then when he wants to do something useful, he's offside most of the time, bro. I'm tired of it. He gets a 4 today, the same as Norwich. Done, man. And Havertz today, I'll give him an 8 because of the goal. If he didn't score the goal, I would have given him a 6. Because I thought Kai today was kind of poor. Although I did feel sorry for him at times because I felt like just the guys around him, Ziyech, Werner and Mount in particular, just weren't pulling their weight and trying to, help him out. Because he did try. He did press from the front. He tried to make runs in behind. He was on the left. He was on the right. He was trying to link up, all that stuff. But then again, just like Werner and Ziyech and Mount, sometimes the lack of quality didn't come through. I mean, the lack of quality just, it was there, like the quality wasn't there. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he even got bodied by Dan Burn as well. But the one time he needed to body Dan Burn, he done it. Yeah, and Dan Burn was left in the grass eating. He was eating the grass, mate. His face was on the grass, eating grass like a horse, because that's what he is, mate. He's a horse, mate. Yeah, so I'm happy Kai Havertz with the brilliant touch, the brilliant goal, puts in the back of the net. Job for Nito. He gets the winner. I'm sorry that this is 15 minutes long. Jesus Christ. Anyway, the substitutes cover gets 7.5. I thought he was bright when he came on, driving with the ball, trying to find those passes, trying to find Lukaku as much as he could. Trying to link up the play, winning fouls as well. Brilliant. Pulisic, I'm not gonna give him a rating. I'm not gonna give him, because there wasn't much I saw. He couldn't get the ball as much. He was playing wing back, and all we were doing was getting the ball to the main players. Like Ziyech and Havertz and Cover and Jorginho and Kante. So he barely even got the ball anyway to do anything. So I can't really give him a rating. And Lukaku, I mean, that cameo just shows why he's just not starting at the moment. So he gets a 5 for me. Average when he came on. At times when we had very good transitions, his movement was awful. There was a cross that came in from Hakim Ziyech that Havertz headed straight at the keeper. That should be Lukaku making that run. That's his bread and butter. That is. But he didn't. So it is what it is. If you did enjoy this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts down below on my player ratings. Who was your man of the match? For me, it's between Kante and Jorginho. Take your pick. I'm probably going to pick Jorginho, but it is what it is. Anyway, we got the win, guys, and I'll see you guys for the Lille match preview. Unless any sort of news comes up before then yeah, I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. Who knows? But I'll see you guys whenever I see you guys. Take care, love, and peace.